Representative Zerwas, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
Can you describe your district and tell us in what ways you and your district are similar?
Yeah, so my district encompasses the city of Elk River, Big Lake Township, the city of Big Lake, and then a little sliver of Otsego. And so it's not a metro district, and it's not a rural district. We're somewhere in between. And I kind of see myself as I grew up in Elk River and graduated from Elk River High School. Lived down in the cities for college, and then my wife and I moved back up north after we got married. So it's kind of one of those things where, although for a while I worked down in Minneapolis and in the metro area, kind of feel more comfortable and fit in back at home. So it's a great place to raise a family. It's a great school system. Both districts are excellent school districts and provide a lot of opportunities for the families in our district.
What is your occupation outside of the legislature?
Yep, so my occupation by trade is as a latent fingerprint examiner. And so I compare fingerprints. I worked for the sheriff's office in Anoka County for 5 years and then took a role for Target Corporation and started a forensic fingerprint lab for Target Corporation. Left that role as I entered into the legislature, and now I do some consulting work on the side. But I gotta be honest, the legislature is a little bit busier than I would have anticipated. Even in what they call as our break is generally tends to be pretty time consuming.
Why did you initially decide to run for office as a representative?
Prior to serving in this role, I served on the Elk River City Council, and I served there for 6 years, and just saw so many times how things happened at the state level and impacted local communities. And so that kind of got my attention. And then following redistricting 2 years ago, there was an open seat created, and a couple of our community members asked if I would ever be interested in kind of throwing my hat in the ring. And I thought, well, okay, how tough could this be? And it's been unbelievably challenging for a first year, but really rewarding as well. And so proud of my first year and what we were able to accomplish, and just learning so much of what goes into the budget session and setting the budget.
What do you see as the biggest challenge the state will face in the next 10 years?
Yep, so I think there's a couple-fold here. We need to make sure that Minnesota remains economically competitive with our neighbors and as a whole within the U.S. And I think a part of that is making sure that we're attractive to recruit and retain new businesses and job creators. So I think that's going to continue to be a challenge in Minnesota. And then when you look at emerging issues, clearly healthcare and healthcare costs are still going to be significant issues.
If given a chance, who would you like to be for a day, or who would you like to exchange roles with?
My heart surgeon, Dr. Nikoloff. He was probably the smartest person I ever met in my whole life, and he did some of the most amazing work that impacted families directly. And so he did 9 of my 10 open heart surgeries, and certainly was just an inspiration to our family and made such a difference. And I think if I could have that type of job satisfaction for a day, I think that would be pretty powerful.